What's up, everybody? Didn't realize I was muted. Welcome. Yep. Thank you, Michael and Alvin. Thanks for letting me know that I was muted. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome.
Broccoli, just give it up. It's all over.
Thank you again, Alvin, for the stars there, buddy. What's up, Andy? How's it going, brother? Man, I fell asleep way harder than I meant to for my nap. What's going on, Hinika? How are you doing, Tim? Thank you again for the stars, Alvin. Almost always the first stars of the stream, brother. That's so cool. What's up, Tim D. Wayne? How you doing, buddy? Alvin rocks. Here we go. I don't think they'd quit watching Doug. Danny. I'm pretty sure they're still watching it. Like, they're not awake right now, but they fell asleep with Doug on the TVs. Andy Watson said, "Hey, Tim." I'm doing well, eating some butter pecan ice cream. That's the best. Hell yeah, Danny, they are for sure worth it. They are enjoying it, is what I meant. For sure. I need to open Tickfinity still. And stream avatars. God damn it, why did I do that? There we go. It's gotta get a health again. Or a power up. What's up, Ray? How's it going, buddy? Evening, Andy. Ray, Talia. Big thanks again, Andy, for the Alvin for the 100 stars. Thank you so much for that. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Having a pretty crazy, amazing day over on over on the tube. Man, I am not used to falling asleep that hard. But I heard that sleeping between the hours of 9 and 11 p.m. is like getting 2 hours of sleep. So we'll see how I feel in a little bit. I'm about to have some coffee. One cup will just wake me up, but I'll be able to get back to sleep. If I have a second cup, I'm gonna be really awake. Dude, the other day, my neighbor next to me, he's moving. And I noticed in his garage, he had a whole bunch of like crazy stuff. Nothing bad or anything, but one thing he had was a giant professional, like school-sized dry erase board. Like a giant school-sized dry erase board. He's like, do you want this thing? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want it. So it's like a 10 foot by 4 foot, 4 foot tall by 10 by like probably 8 foot wide dry erase board. Like, this thing is huge. And even if I don't use it eventually, it could probably be sold on something, but still. And then the dad has the dad of the neighbor has a like a 6.5 by 3.5 foot pool table he wants to give away. Man, if I had the room for that shit, I would take it. I love pool. I'm eating cornbread that I got from the restaurant inside the truck stop. Dude, that's so awesome. They need to take good care of our truckers, man. Hopefully you get so much good food. Hey man, I don't know if it's me, you, or a server, but I am definitely having some streaming problems. Definitely something else. I mean, my stream health is excellent. I think it's probably, unfortunately, is anyone else over on YouTube having any issues, like any lag or anything like that? No, we get Fat Guy to draw nasty illustrations, that's funny. It's like the size of a board you'd need to homeschool, honestly. Not that I'm ever gonna do that, because I don't have time. It's bad, no, but still. Not right now, at least. Hey, thanks. I'm not having any issues, said Mikey Hennica. I personally had trouble with my internet just now, but I'm having a fine connection now. Okay. Yeah, who knows? Your red stream is good. No lag on the red, okay. Hug sticks, I would exit and enter. There's this ugly guy on the screen. You know? I'm sorry to tell you, Truman, but that's probably your reflection. You gotta take it off selfie camera mode. You're grabbing a shower? Fuck, you gotta teach me how to do that. What's up, Edmundo? How you doing? Selfie camera got me again. Yeah, dude. I'm definitely not ugly. My mom says I'm cute. You sounded like Bob Dylan when you said that. I'm currently hunting shiny Pokemon. What's up, Edmundo? How you doing? Probably his reflection. I'm done. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. You poke me and I poke you, Pokemon. Oh, wait a minute. I'm currently hunting sleep. It's not going well. There's tricks to that. You try any deep breathing techniques? I don't talk much, but I love the streams. Hey, thank you. For sure young and powerful, but I don't know if you're being genuine or not. There we go. Ooh, there we go. I think I still have water. Oop. Ah, here we go. We made it now. Oop, I need to update that reaction. For sure. Yeah, I don't... You know, I typically don't get too religious in here, just for... You know, I kind of keep it a neutral space. But I'm not ashamed of my religion, but at the same time, I try not to talk about politics and religion in my stream here. And also too, you're kind of brand new, young and powerful. I don't even want to call you young and powerful. I'm gonna call you YP. Because I don't think you've ever been in here anywhere. I kind of have a feeling you're trolling, to be honest with you, but whatever. It just doesn't seem genuine to me. Here we go. Anyway, now what did everybody do tonight? There we go. Got him before he could shoot anything else out. You ordered food and it wasn't very good. What did you order? Yeah, right. Freeman. No, yeah, something just ain't adding up. So what should I play next? We're gonna take requests tonight. You took the missus out to Olive Garden tonight? Dude, that's awesome. I love Olive Garden. I don't care how freaking, like, people give a lot of shit about Olive Garden. People call it the McDonald's of Italian food, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Italian, dude, Olive Garden's delicious. They didn't give you your marinara for your mozzarella sticks? That's very unsatisfying. Sorry to hear that. I would call and complain personally. That's just me. Because when you call and complain, you get free shit. You know, honestly, if I'm gonna pay money for something, and it's not to my, you know, liking, I call. I'm not rude. Sonic 3 is underplayed by me. I actually just played Sonic 3 the other day, and I played it on the Origins collection. I will go ahead and take requests tonight. We'll do requests for 300 stars or $3 in super chats, so it'll be strictly Nintendo tonight. Nintendo requests. It's always great. Prices have got, yeah, you know, whenever we go there, that's typically based on your state too, because the prices at Olive Garden, they're okay. You know, we typically stick to soup and salad though if we go there. We don't really trail off too much because Olive Garden does, you know, yeah. Red Robin's pretty high too, honestly. Oh no. Unfollow? You never watch anyway. Who gives a shit? What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Hey, Kyle. I messaged Ken earlier, and I was talking to him saying that I wasn't talking to you earlier. Did you get that message from Ken? Because I didn't mean to sound like I was being rude to you. Welcome in, Kyle. Semaru? How you doing? Samurai? How do you say it? Either way, welcome in, man. I didn't see who that was typing that at first, but then I saw it and I'm like, oh, they made a comment earlier. And I was... So earlier this person came in, Kyle Semaru, or whatever his name is, and I was talking to a troll and I think he thought I was talking to him, and I tried to message you, Kyle, to tell you it wasn't you I was talking about. I couldn't get a hold of you, so I messaged Ken, because I'm friends with Ken, Radman Ken or whatever. I messaged him and said, hey, can you message this dude, let him know that I wasn't talking to him. So hopefully that message got to you. If not, whatever. I can only do so much, you know. But I did try to message you, let you know that it wasn't you who I was talking about. I do care about my viewers, even if they're newer, older, whatever the case. I try to care about everyone who's watching, to a point. You know, I mean, you can't waste your time on trolls or people who don't, you know, want to... Powder that wasn't mixed up. Ugh. I guess he's not going to say anything. Maybe he is just trolling, who knows. You've already caught 2 shiny Pokemon? That's far from true, Truman. I mean, to be fair, you're the one who quit watching me for the most part. Oh no. No, motherfucker. I really don't like when people don't answer. Whatever. Especially when I'm trying to be genuine and trying to say something kind. It's like, why would you not take the time to type something back? Or whatever. Sup to the sup equals yo-yo plus yo-yo. That's funny. There we go, made it. Hey, Ashtoons, how are you? Hey Noah, what's going on, man? How are you? Sweet. How you holding up today, Noah? Hey, I always miss your streams now. Glad you're on. Welcome in. How you doing, Chrissy? Hey, Noah, said Andy. Kyle Samurai, are you still there? Yo to the Noah. Shit. Damn it. What's on? Alright. I guess he's not here anymore. I can't worry about someone who's not answering. I tried really hard too. Like I said, I messaged out to another person to see if they could reach him, to see if they could tell him that I wasn't being rude to them. Whatever. I'm done worrying about it. Let's see here. I wonder what the next Mario game will be like. That's a good question. Well, so technically the next thing that they're doing with Mario, this is not a new Mario game, but they are going to release Mario Wonder for the Switch with actual online multiplayer. So that will be really cool to have like new Super Mario Brothers style gameplay with Mario Wonder, but it will only be on the Switch too. Pretty sure. There we go. He said, oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. So that's the only thing I know of so far, Mario-wise, that's coming out. Other than that, I don't know. You know. But the more I know, the more you'll know, that's for sure. Or, you know, I'm sure you may find something out and come in with information for me, you never know. Alright, on World 8-1. Big thanks to Kevin Zayer earlier dropping a freaking $100 YouTube dono, man. That's incredible. Fuck, I knew I should have jumped a little later. As soon as I jumped, I was like, that's gonna come back and get me. Here we go. Hold on a second. Jody on that comment. There we go. I seen someone play the second level of Mario theme song on the piano yesterday on Facebook. That's neat. Those are always fun videos. Oop, I need to update that reaction counter. No death run is over. 80 sucks again. It happens. 32 levels with no deaths is tough to achieve. Here we go. And boom. Welcome in, Nick, Cody. How you doing? Well, so yeah, there's 32 levels in this game. And, because there's, you know, 8 worlds, 4 levels per world. So, whenever you beat the game by warping, you're really only beating, you know, 6 levels. Because you're fully beating 1-1, warping at 1-2. Fully beating 4-1, warping at 4-2. So that's really only 2 levels beaten successfully because you've warped through the others. You've warped through 2-1 and 4-1. And then you have to beat, you know, 8-1 through 8-4. So when you warp, there's only, you know, there's only 6 levels you're completing. Technically playing 8 levels, but you're not, you know, you're not really playing them to their completion. You're, you know, like the Mario, I guess 7 levels, because technically in like the 2-1 you're playing the whole level. You're going past, you know, past the exit, so we can count that one as a whole level maybe. But for 4-2 you're definitely not. It's like right at the beginning of the level is where you're, you know, warping. Yep, 32 levels is tough to go through with perfection. Perfect. Still good practice. Alright, 300 stars or $3 in super chats will get you a request. Oh man, I'm waking up. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Ashley. Thanks, Jacob. Let's do a warp run with the Beatles. So, for those who didn't know, most of you do know, but Mario 1 has a higher difficulty. This is technically, this would be considered New Game Plus. Shit. Did not expect that. Every Goomba is replaced with a beetle. I believe the timer runs a little faster. Better get that while I'm here. Oh, is it not counting it because I already got it? That's bullshit. Oh man. I think it was going to do that again. Platforms are a little smaller. Platforms that used to have 6 spaces now have 4 spaces. You really need to get some sleep, but you can't. Yeah, timer's flying. Well, Noah, I'm sure you're... I'm sure it's hard to settle your mind right now. we go. Look at the platforms that only have 2. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. That's so awesome. Yeah, the enemies move way faster, James, right? Thank you so much, Punksticks. What Nintendo game would you like to see, dude? You get 2 requests. We'll do 300 stars or $3 in super chat per request, but if you do a $5, we will do we'll do 2 for $5. 2 requests for a $5. That's so awesome. Can you send a picture to Discord, Noah? Or it's probably covered up, isn't it? Dude, thank you so much, Punksticks. Ivana. So 2 Nintendo requests for Punksticks. Let's see here. So a request typically is about 20 minutes of gameplay, maybe 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. So if you just want to see, like, you know, like a good portion of Mario 3, I can do that. That's fine. I'm not sure if I just did... I forget if I did Mario 3 this morning. When's the last time I did Mario 3? Does anyone care if I do that game? Is it going to be too much for some people, considering I did it recently, or is that all good? Just making sure. It's a good request. Oh, cool. Hell yeah, dude. Yes, Mario 3. Mario 3 sounds good. Fantastic. Sweet. There we go. Mario 3, whatever it takes, buddy, any amount. Well, so what I'll do is I could probably try to... Oh, motherfucker. That was stupid. Yeah, I'll play a good portion of Mario 3 for you. Thank you again, Punksticks. Appreciate you, dude. You're so awesome, man. Oh, motherfucker. Oops, I accidentally just hit reset. Son of a bitch. Here we go. Hey, Smashly, said Noah. Yeah, I'm about ready to end on TikTok. Ain't nobody talking over there. Ooh, pardon me. And don't anybody worry about going over there from where you are. Because it's better to have people on the book or the tube. It can't be beat? The best gift is a broken drum. It can't be beat. That's funny. Tubers, hit the like. Thanks, Andy. That's pretty funny, Ren. Here we go. Everybody freeze. Nobody move. Oop. Here we go. Valerie said like and share. Thank you. Get this mushroom house here. Oop, I need to update. We are at 20 reactions, which is amazing. Thank you so much for that. Alvin has been the only one on Facebook to send stars so far. Thank you, Alvin, for the support. And also thank you to Punksticks for the Fiverr. Appreciate that. Hey. That's funny.
I've never owned a telescope in my life, but it's something I'm considering looking into.
That's
telescope
hilarious.
Emoji, woman facepalming emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
That's a really funny joke, honestly. That was really good. Dude. Man, I took 2 weeks off when my dad passed. Like, no one's gonna blame you for taking more time off if you have to. It's not a sign of weakness, just so you know. You're awesome, Noah. You're handling this like a goddamn champ. There we go. All right, let's see here. All right. Raccoon Mario looks epic. I do think Raccoon Mario looks awesome, I agree. Hey, C Batman, how you doing? You don't know why you're so low energy? Well. Hey, Jacob, thank you so much.
How much did Santa pay for his sleigh? Nothing, it was on the house.
Andy, the first thing I'd look into is how much water you're drinking. You know, are you drinking enough water? Most people are going to say they are. Don't got to convince me. You know, just look into how much water you're drinking for yourself, you know. Look into the food you're eating. You know, if you're you know, eating, unfortunately, like, you know, a lot of carb heavy food, but you're not, you know, like burning energy to use it, that those carbs are just turning into fat and just being stored up, and you're not really getting the energy out of them. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I'm not trying to be a turd, but it is most definitely probably related to the food, and not that I eat perfectly. You know, I certainly don't. Like tonight I had a couple slices of pizza from Little Caesars. But just saying, if I'm low energy, typically I start looking at, you know, I'm not drinking enough water, or I'm eating like shit, you know. Isabel says my favorite childhood game. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jacob. I know you're not being a turd, you're being helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Andy, it sounds gross, but try a drink of water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and maybe some lemon and some honey. Low iron can also be an issue with low energy. Exactly. You know, I'm certainly not perfect at all. I don't drink enough water every day, and I eat like shit. So when I start feeling like poo-poo, that's when I evaluate what I'm eating and what I'm drinking. Anything I'm asking for Christmas? Maybe just a silent night. Another year of safety for my family. I don't really need much, honestly. I have everything I need. You know what I want for Christmas is I want a big old star day, you know? I want a huge 2026. Oh, you know, some people just wish for 2 front teeth for their Christmas. I just want this to continue to work. Okay, ADD, no more Christmas jokes. Another silent night. Silent night, no chili for dinner. Silent night, stinky night. Too many beans in my bowl. Cortina holding her nose once again. No more dad jokes. Are you kidding me? Beans are universal. Beans. They're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you eat, the better you feel. So find a chair and let them squeal. I do love beans. No, I was saying no, don't stop telling jokes. Oh, okay. GG, said Jody. This is fun. Are you getting the warp tunnel? I do have 2 warp whistles that I may use, depending. Right now I'm doing requests, so anybody who does $3 in super chats or 300 stars can have a request for Nintendo. And also you can just, you know, stars and super chats are a great way to support the channel. This is what I do full time, so thanks everybody who does support. I feel like I used to go live and the support used to just come flying in, man. Things have been so slow these past few months. It's crazy. Today's not been slow, which I'm very, very thankful for, but all in all, the month as a whole, unfortunately, is a little on the slow side. Like, we've only hit level 10 on Facebook 7 times this month. Usually I won't lie, like a few years ago, I usually hit, you know, as many days as there are in a month. That's typically how many times I'll hit level 10. Like, you know, if it's the 18th, I've already been at, you know, 25, hitting level 10 25 times for the month already at some points in the past, you know. So things have just slowed down majorly. Luckily, you know, thank the good Lord, today has been awesome, which I'm very appreciative of, and we've had some decent days this month, but it's definitely not like it used to be. Which I'm hoping one day it can get back to that. You had a lot of salt today? Yeah, that'll do it. Salt is good for you to an extent. I mean, your body needs salt to survive. Oh yeah, tortilla chips and spinach dip is very salty. Drinking a cup of water will help dilute that salt and push some of it out of your body. You'll pee it out. Alright, let's see here. Hey Tiffany, how are you? I mean, personally, Valerie, I don't mean this in any sort of bad way, but being autistic caused me a lot of heartache as a kid. You know, I mean, I got picked on a lot, and I still get picked on a lot, you know, like, because of being autistic. So no, I don't really, like, I'm not really, like, sorry. You know, I don't really know how to answer that. You know, it's kind of, no offense, Valerie, but that's kind of kind of an odd question. I mean, I'm happy to be who I am, but at the same time, I don't know, like, it's not really something I'm proud of or not, because it's not something I achieved. It's something that, you know, like having autism, you're okay. I'm just being honest. You know, having autism caused me a lot of heartache as a kid. You know, I was clumsy and, you know, basically like, you know, didn't really, you know, like when you have autism, you're clumsy and you always feel like the odd one out, and you feel like you're almost kind of socially inept at times. You don't really understand social cues. So no, it's honestly caused me a lot of heartache in my relationships, and it wasn't until, you know, 2019 that I realized, you know, that I went to SSM Healthcare. I went to 3 months of therapy, and I'm like, well, it all fucking makes sense now. You know, no wonder I was picked on as a kid. No wonder I've always gotten in trouble in relationships, because you know, there were so many times when I was younger, when I would, you know, in my younger days, 28 to about 37, you know, in my longest spans of relationships, where I would, you know, get into fights a lot with people because, you know, like relationships, because I didn't understand, you know, their cues for, like, let's say intimacy or whatever. I wouldn't understand. Me and my ex used to get into fights about that all the time. She's like, I try to come on to you, I try to do this and that, but you just don't see it. And I'm like, well, I don't fucking get it. I don't see your cues. I'm sorry. You know, I don't know. I don't understand. You know, so no, it's not like a badge of honor thing. It's like, it's something I've had to learn to, you know, I'm not like embarrassed about it. I'm not ashamed of it, but it's something that has been a major obstacle in my life. So I'm gonna leave that whistle. I don't need it. So yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm ashamed of it, but at the same time, it's not something I'm gonna go around and be like, I'm proud to be autistic. You know, it's like, you know, no, I just am. It's caused me a lot of, you know, heartache and troubles. What's up, Fat Clad? How you doing, man? It causes me a lot of anxiety. I have a ton of anxiety. I'm super duper OCD, like I'm stupid OCD. I feel that on a soul level, ADD. I am the same way being autistic, so I completely understand what you mean. It tend to make me socially distance from people from time to time, right? Oh yeah. I disassociate all the time. I socially distance all the time. Absolutely. Diagnosed or undiagnosed, we're all trying to figure ourselves out. That's true. You're so right, Isabel. That's true. I was feeling alone in high school, middle school, and the show I started watching is Atypical. Yeah, that's great. If you can find someone to relate to, that's perfect. Awesome. That's the kind of shit that helps you get through, you know. Doing all right. Had to drive back home today in Washington just to make sure our house was okay with the recent storm that blew through. We have a Jenny that's automatic. It turns on and goes out. Yeah, dude, I'd be doing the same thing, Fat Clat. Like, honestly, if things cut off, did you guys know that if you just turn off your AC and your heat and you just let your house sit there in the stagnant air, that your house will start growing mold? Like your AC. Eric Joseph, no. Someone asked me a question, and they asked me a question. It's like, are you proud of being autistic? And I didn't really know how to answer it. It's like, I'm not ashamed of it, but at the same time, it's been a major obstacle in my life on things, you know. Anyway, like, I feel like I've always had to, you know, like it's caused me to have a learning disability. I was always a little behind in school. Yeah, I would do the same thing, Fat Clat. I'm with you on that. Man. Well, good luck, Fat Clat. I appreciate that, Eric, for sure. Appreciate the heck out of you, buddy. I just didn't know how to answer the question. Probably one of those questions I should have just... Sometimes, I don't know, I don't try to ignore too many questions, but I didn't know how to answer that one. Anyway, I felt alone in kindergarten. Oh, dude. 5th grade was my worst year. I got bullied all the time. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. Dude, I even got, like, bullied and shit at jobs that I was at. Like, my last job that I was at, like, they would have music playing on Alexa. You know, they would, and you could ask Alexa to play a song. And I would ask Alexa to play a song, and it seemed like this person who was behind me always knew that it was me, you know, asking for a song or whatever. And luckily by this point I was more apt to stand up for myself, because he was like some 22-year-old little bastard. And I think I was like 35 or 36 at the time. And every time I would put a song on, he would change the song, like, on purpose, and change it back to rap. And, like, I like rap, but after like 4 hours of listening to fucking mumble rap, I just got fucking tired of it, you know? And so I would change it to something, and I would want to listen to maybe something, you know, rock or heavy metal or something, you know? 95 WH, what's that? I'm different in a few ways. I am proud of because I'm different, but not necessarily. I'm proud that I accept myself. Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that, Andy. But either way, hey, Eric Joseph, thank you so much. If you want the chat bot to say fuck, you have to type PHUCK. But you're awesome. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, dude. Super chats are destroying stars this month. They're going to, I think. Crazy. Born in 95, I was born in 82. To be honest, I wish I could just... What? You did just donate. I appreciate you so much, dude. Thank you. Oh, the super chats are awesome. I love them. But if you want to use something that more goes to the creator, you can always go to Facebook and use stars. I will say that that with YouTube, it's 70% of the dono that goes to the creator, and with Facebook, it's 95%. So Facebook does give more per creator. So if that's what you're looking for, if you want more of the dono to go to me, and you don't want to use the super chats, you can always use the other option on the other channel. That's up to you. But I personally, I love super chats. I think they're amazing. Yeah. So, but either way is great. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. Because I think, even to me personally, I think 70% is still fair, because YouTube has an amazing algorithm. I'm always being pushed out to people. And I just keep seeing more and more people joining every time. Like, in 2 years, I've built this channel to be bigger than my Facebook channel, honestly. Maybe not 100% dono wise, but it will be eventually. My parents always told me to go make friends and so on, but nobody wanted to be my friend anyways because of my Asperger's. So life was, yeah, dude, I had a very hard time making friends. Absolutely. Young and powerful, weren't you just in here earlier saying we needed to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and now you're telling someone that's gay?
You're using GAY as a derogatory term. I don't appreciate that, because a lot of my followers in here, you know, are, you know, gay, and there's nothing wrong with being gay at all. No, that was a dickhead thing to say. Don't do that. Don't come in here and trying to act all holier than thou and then putting people down. That's not cool. There's nothing the Lord hates more than fake Christians. Don't be a fake Christian. I'm not feeding into anything. I will respond to trolls if I want to. Yeah, a real one wouldn't say shit like that to someone. I don't like it either. Yeah, I'm probably gonna ban you, YP, whatever the hell your name is. I'm not calling you by that stupid screen name you have. No, the other night I did telemarketing jobs for a long time. And one thing that we had to do during telemarketing jobs is we had to talk to the rude customers to try to get them to turn around, you know? Like, I swear, when I worked telemarketing jobs, if I didn't try to turn around the rude customers, that meant the difference of $500 to $1,000 a month in revenue, you know? So honestly, like, you never know, like talking to a troll and turning them around, because sometimes it's not worth it. 80% of the time it's not worth it, and I usually, you know, end the conversation pretty quickly and ban them. I do ban people pretty quickly sometimes, but you know, other times I like to try to talk to them. By the way, Eric Joseph, thank you so much again for the support, dude. You rock, man. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? Absolutely it is. All right. You're banned. Goodbye. I don't have time for your bullshit tonight. See, I only put up with them for so long. Oh, I don't take my kindness for weakness. Eric Mills says, how do I do stars? Good question. There is a star icon next to your name. It's a little star button. But first off, too, I would recommend not using that to buy the stars. Okay, use this link that I just pinned. There's a big difference in how much you get. Like if you let's see, hold on just a second. Big difference in how much you get. Okay, so me neither. So you basically get like an extra 50% stars when you use the link. So I would most definitely use the link to purchase them, and then you use the star icon to send them. Are you Eric Joseph over there, Eric Mills? I guess you are. It's okay. It's Eric Joseph. Sweet. And if you don't see the star icon, what you can do is you can exit the stream and then try to just like go to my page and enter from the timeline if you don't see it. But you should see an icon on the bottom next to the comments. Oh no. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Yeah, no, weak is something I'm not. Weak-minded, no. I don't put up with them for very long. As soon as I see that they're not being genuine and I can't turn them around and make them into a friend, then I most definitely ban them, you know. So don't you worry. I appreciate you though, Isabel. I really do. Thank you. You seem very, very nice. Very nice, genuine person. But I got a question for you. Are you really a bell? Just kidding. And if you are a bell, are you a Liberty Bell? Are you a Christmas bell? Are you a dinner bell? Isabel. Isabel. I'm just kidding. I'm not making fun. I'm just being silly. Making puns. If I ever pun someone's name and they don't like it, I will kindly not do it again. I'm Isabel. I was just being silly. Isabel was a bell. Oh, gosh darn it. Here we go. Oh. Christmas bell. Not gonna lie. Oh, just, you're just not used to it yet, Eric, but that's okay, I understand. Sometimes the link doesn't work on a phone, Eric. Here, I'm gonna message you the link, okay? Shit. It's not letting me because I'm... So just go to Google and type in facebook.com/stars. So fb.com/stars. It's probably just on your phone that it's giving you trouble. Trust me, you'll like it once you figure it out. I'm telling you. But if not, just go back to the tube and use the super chats. It's up to you, man. Or just hang out and watch the show. Up to you. Oh, I love Maximum Carnage. It's a great game. The link is fickle sometimes, Eric Mills, and I'm sorry that it's giving you trouble. It unfortunately, Facebook can be very fickle just in general. So, sorry about that. Bells are very useful, that's true. Was a bell necessary on a bicycle? Yeah, I think so. You guys know why a bicycle can't stand on its own? Because it's too tired. I used to have a bell on my bicycle when I was younger. Yep, I certainly don't want you to get frustrated. The difficulty is very high. I can make it to the robot level where you're fighting like the little circular round drones that come at you, and then you fight that big giant like silver monster that's almost incredibly tough to beat. How many times have I played through this game? Way too many. Countless. I mean, so... I at least play this game 52 times a year, give or take, because I play it weekly, and sometimes I play it twice a week. So, yeah, I've also been streaming for 8 years, so 52, times 8, give or take a few more. So what's 52 times 8? 416? So just in alone in streaming, I've probably streamed it like 450 times. Do you prefer Mario 3 over World, or hard to choose? What's so funny is I think they're both. Really, really good in their own right. Mario 3 has some really awesome secrets in the level. Mario 3 does have a couple secret exits where you can't beat levels unless you find the secret exits, one of them being the castle in World 8. The other day I was making an argument that Mario 3 has no secret exits, and I was actually, now when I started thinking about that, I'm like, I'm actually wrong about that. But I like the costumes, like Mario 3 has the Tanuki suit and the boot. Even though it's only one level, the boot is amazing. It has the Hammer Brothers suit, and it just has so many options of suits, and all the levels are just perfect, and the world maps are great, and the music is amazing, and I'm just so nostalgic for this game. But Mario World is something I'm also very nostalgic for. I really like Yoshi, love the cape, love the music for the game. Mario 3 and Mario World are a very tough choice for me to choose from, because I'm equally nostalgic for the both of them, I would say. But I guess I'm a little more nostalgic for Mario 3 because I remember going to Toys R Us and getting this game by pulling the paper slip and taking it up to the front to the guy who was standing there collecting games. Yeah, but then I'm also nostalgic for, Super Nintendo too. I remember going, I remember getting the, my dad was always really cool about, like, if I didn't like something for Christmas, my parents were always like, if you don't like it, you can just exchange it. They didn't push Santa Claus on us. By the time I was 6 years old, I already knew that Santa wasn't real, and that, like, gifts came from the stores, My parents didn't tell us not to believe in Santa, but they definitely didn't, like, push it either. When I asked my mom if Santa is real, she said, no, he's not real, So, what was cool about that, though, is, like, do I have kids? I have 5. I have 5 kids. But, I would, let's see, 5 is too many? Whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, right, Andy. So I remember going to. I remember getting the Link to the Past Super Nintendo when I was younger, and I didn't want Link to the Past. I didn't care for Zelda too much, and so I asked my dad. I'm like, Dad, can I take this back and get the Super Mario World version of Super Nintendo? And my dad always was really cool about that. He's like, yeah, let's get to what you want, no big deal, so I was able to take it and get the Mario World version. I don't really feel like discussing my kids right now, to be honest with you. No offense, but I'm not the hugest fan of discussing my kids with brand new viewers. You seem genuine, but still, I have to be careful. Five is a lot to handle. No worries, I understand. Is it? Please don't take it personally. I mean, if someone doesn't, you know. Anyway, let's see here. How y'all doing on Facebook? Welcome in. Thanks again for joining. Oh, that's cool. Hey, dude, that's awesome. Send them as 99s. Hell yeah, send them as 50s. Maybe try your PC too. Also, clearing the cache on your phone might help too. Eric, I'm sure you probably know this, but you have a bunch of memory fragments that build up on your phone that eventually keep your phone from functioning properly because it's trying to do a process, yet it's trying to filter through all these fragments of memory that it has built up too. So, so if you are having troubles, clear the cache on your phone. And if you don't know how to do that, I can walk you through it. Hey, fuck yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, send it as a bunch of 99s, man. Maybe you'll light a fire under someone's ass and they'll, you know, send some stars too. You never know. Maybe we can get a star party going on and finish that. Thank you so much, dude. Now, see, the cool thing about that is, you know, when you send 99 stars, I actually get 99 pennies. Every star is a penny. So thank you so much. Stars make me happy. No, they seriously do. I get very elated when stars come in. But who wouldn't? When I first rented Link to the Past, I got stuck at Death Mountain. I couldn't figure out how to get to the tower with the mirror. That's crazy, Andy. I couldn't imagine you know, being bad at Zelda. Thank you so much, Eric. Give me a hashtag Eric, you guys. You're from Canada? Hey, awesome. I'm from Missouri in the US. We have a lot of awesome Canadian viewers. That's so awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. Don't be afraid to ask questions too, Eric. There's lots of people who, you know, have trouble setting stars at first. It's kind of a learning curve, unfortunately. I wish they made it easier, but, you know, it is what it is. But I wouldn't get too discouraged. You're not the first one. Yes, they do. They do. Do the gifts count as stars? Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Yep, they sure do. Yep, it's all one and the same. Any underrated NES games? Let's see. I would say try out Soul Blazer. Or no, it's Sky Blazer. Check out Sky Blazer on the NES, on the SNES. Sky Blazers are a hidden gem that's really, really good. Hey, yeah, 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner gets you to the like button if anybody wants to hit that like button over on YouTube. You're out of hope? Well, hold on. Let's figure it out. Well, you don't give up yet. How many stars do you have that you're trying to work with? I'm just curious. Maybe that could be an issue too. Did you just do like a small amount to start with, or what? I promise you I can help you if you just, you know, kind of hang out for a minute and, you know, but either way, I promise you I can help, and other people can help too. We've all any problem you're experiencing right now, there's someone in the community in the chat who's experienced it. At first it only gave me 99 and that's it. Okay, well cool. Well then if you're out, don't worry. We'll worry about it later. Not a worry, man. We'll figure it out. I mean, it seems like you did it, but Facebook can be really fickle, man. Sometimes what I would recommend doing maybe is let's see here. It's all up to you how much work you want to put into it, man. You know, it's not a big deal. I don't judge. You know, it can be frustrating. It is confusing because at the bottom, let's see here. Hold on. All right, I'm on my profile here. All right, here we go. So, what I would do is I would just use these right here. You know, you can just do the 50 over and over again, or you can do, you know, all you do is tap the star icon. What's up, dude? And it'll give you those options, but also you can do custom. You see how that one says custom? You see that? So you just put whatever amount you want in that one. So you would tap custom, and then it'll give you an amount to enter. You know, it'll give you a little pop-up right there on the bottom of the screen, you know, saying the amount that you want to enter. So, yep, that's what I would recommend doing. But yeah, just take your time, mess with it. It might take you a few tries to get used to it. You know, it's all a learning curve. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Well, I really do feel like I've earned your support, and I thank you so much for that. That's really cool, Eric. Yeah, dude, mess with it at your leisure, man. But I would just use that custom option, or I would just tap that 50 over and over again. You know, whatever you want to do. Honestly, if you have a 500 and you can't figure out how to do the 500, I'm going to be real honest with you. Like little continuous drops, like, you know, like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, you know, can really drive other people to support too. So by doing a bunch of small donos in a row, you know, you could really, you know, like we used to have people who would come in here and they would do 20 50s in a row, and then someone else would be like, well, I'm gonna get in on that, and then someone else would say 50 50 50 50. I mean, gosh, I used to have some wild streams. And I still have some pretty wild ones, but, man, yeah. Don't stress yourself out about it, though. Enjoy the content. Do what you want to do, you know? I don't ever want anyone to feel obligated or, you know, get stressed about it, you know? This is supposed to be fun. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Either way, I thank you, man. Really do. Anybody excited for the new Tomb Raider game? I'm pretty excited for that, honestly. The classics never get old. Heck yeah. Oh, by the way, Eric, you get 2 requests for Nintendo if you want, since you sent 10 on YouTube. So technically you have 4 requests, because every 5 you send, you get 2 requests. It's either 300 stars or $3 per request, 2 for 5. So you have most definitely enough stars to do 4 requests if you want. It's up to you. So Nintendo games. And if you don't want to request anything, then don't worry about it. You know, but just putting that out there that you do have the option to request if that's something you are interested in doing. So it can be, there's lots of Nintendo games. If you need a memory refresher, I can just start listing off Nintendo games. Oh, Eric Campbell. I'm sorry, I got you confused with Eric Joseph. Or Eric Mills. I'm sorry. Eric Mills. Do you see that right above you? You might not. He sent 10 on Super Chats. It was Eric Mills. I'm sorry. I got confused. But welcome in, Eric. My bad. Yeah, no, Yep. Alright, later broski. Normally I would use A to D as my nightly, but my stupid internet is being stupid. Hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow. You can always try Facebook, man. Yeah, I would imagine you were confused. Understandable. Understandable. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and warp to World 7 after this castle. World 5 is very long. World 5 is like 2 worlds in one. Okay. My YouTube got lost and I took over my son's YouTube, this Joseph part of Eric's, but I'm Eric Mills. That little painted face is my son's. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. I used to like Insane Clown Posse a lot. Is that what that is, or were you guys just getting clown paint for whatever reason? Abracadabra, boom shaka-day. I'm Violent J, and I'm back like a vertebrae. I used to listen to a lot of it. Fuck you, wicked clowns, we like to say. I used to listen to a lot of Insane Clown Posse when I was younger. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I used to listen to the hell out of that. Like, The Great Malenko was one of my favorite CDs for so long.
Haha, going chicken hunting. Dead bodies all over the street. They're from your area, you've seen them a lot, that's awesome. So you aren't clowning around, huh? ICP. Oh, I love Insane Clown Posse. No, ICP, you're about to step in it. Yeah, see? I used to be really into ICP a long time ago. Not so much anymore. Hello, fellow Eric. I personally enjoy World 7. I know a lot of people don't. Shadow Fox, how are you? Yeah, I won't let my kids listen to it. That's for sure. I listened to it without my parents knowing. I definitely sneaked it because they wouldn't have approved. Yeah. No, you're right. ICP is different if you have kids. That's so true. Yes. Huh. Yeah, because it's probably on the mattress. It was this morning. I had to clean a pea mattress this morning. That was not fun. Luckily, we have a pretty good carpet cleaner. I just vacuumed it with a carpet cleaner. It's late, I'm tired. My brain is kind of fried sometimes after a day of taking care of kids. What is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac? The juggalos are basically like Hulkamaniacs, but for ICP, it's what the clowns call themselves. Hopefully you have a good cover. For what? I tell you what, I have been thinking about a Frisco melt. I know that's not the... I mean, yeah, who knows? Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't have one on there because it'd been peed on. Off topic, you know how long it took me to realize Luke Skywalker was the Joker? Yeah, that comes as to a shock to a lot of people. Corinne just learned that the other day. I learned that years ago, because of, I loved Batman the Animated Series so much. Darn it. Yeah, I missed the star in the beginning, so now, this is a level you can typically get a star over and over until the end of the level, and it's really fun, but I just messed it up by missing the first star, damn it, whatever. Fuck. That was bullshit. A guy I went to college with told me that Mark Hamill was Luke Skywalker and the Joker. Yep, that's true. He did, anytime the Joker was animated, and even all the games, Arkham Asylum 1 and 2, or Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, that's Mark Hamill playing the Joker in the games, and throughout the whole animated series, and even throughout Batman Beyond, and like anytime rest in peace Kevin why am I forgetting his name? The person who played Batman, anytime he played him, Kevin Conroy, yeah, he would request Hamill be Joker every time. Yep, the name was just eluding me for a minute. Yep, they definitely played off each other. I have a really cool cameo. Like, you guys know what cameo is, where like a famous person says hi to you, basically. I have a really kick-ass cameo from a friend of mine. Of Kevin Conroy. Yep. Wouldn't be the same. That's so true. That's true. He did retire from that. Super sad when Kevin Conroy passed. After this level, I'm going to move on to some Tetris while we think of what I'm going to play next. I don't really feel like playing the 8th level. I get tired of doing the ships. I guess I could do them, but I just get tired of doing the 8th world in this game sometimes. Yep, that's right. He voiced the Hobgoblin in the Spider-Man the Animated Series. That's so true. I recognized that when I was older watching the series. When I was younger watching the series, I never realized that, but Spider-Man the Animated Series is so good. I have a whole bunch of that recorded off of JetX from Family Channel. Like, I would record so many blocks of old shows. I probably need to upload them to my YouTube channel, and, you know, and even though they're VHS tapes, I do know how to take VHS tapes and turn them into a computer file. Mark Hamill was in 2 of the 4 Stephen King movies that came out this year. There were 4 Stephen King movies that came out this year. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. They did so well with that show. I did not know that Stephen King put out 4 new movies this year. That's crazy. And they were in theaters? They were all in theaters? What were the 4 new movies he put out this year? I had no idea. The Monkey, The Life of Chuck, The Long Walk, and The Running Man. I knew about The Running Man. Okay, interesting. Cool. Thanks, Andy. Wow. Did not even know about that. Was The Long Walk, was that with Kieran Culkin? No. Didn't know that either. Me neither. Oh. Oh man, yeah, I want to see that. Oh my gosh, I saw videos of that. Like, I know my time's running out. I don't care. I haven't let's see here. There we go. There we go. I needed to write that down so I remember. I want to watch The Long Walk. I wonder what that movie was with Kieran Culkin recently. Okay. A Real Pain with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. That looks so good. A Real Pain. Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah. I want to watch A Real Pain as well. Hey, you're welcome, Punk Sticks. No problem. No one else has really requested anything, so I've just kept going with this playthrough. I'm sure you don't mind. We've had a few decent, a few donos today too. I really want to say thank you to anybody who sent any stars or anything. Alvin Smith, Eric Bills, Jacob Stinger, and Ivana over on Facebook. And then we had Eric Joseph and the Punk Sticks with 15 in super chats. Thank you so much for that. I do this full time. This is all I do for a living for the last nearly 6 years. So thank you so much to everyone who supports the content. I really, really appreciate it a lot. If I got a request from earlier, let the next request from so I am not let's see here. We do house requests sometimes, Eric Joseph. I am not sure of what to play next, so I might do that. But we'll see. No, Zelda is too... I mean, I could play Zelda, but it's gonna be 20 minutes of me not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, you know? So, you know, that's up to you if you want to see a really shitty run of Zelda 1. Yeah. The whatever it was called, I already forget what it was called. A Real Pain. A Real Pain and A Long Walk are kind of like, you know, even though they're not even the same words, it's kind of like, it was I couldn't remember. I thought that was what it was at first. Here we go. There probably won't be a morning show tomorrow, but I'm not sure. It just depends. I have already gotten a few hours of sleep though. You know, I slept from like 9 to midnight basically. So I shouldn't need too much more sleep tonight. Fuck. You couldn't get through that level without at least getting a mushroom. It's a tough level. Did you see, Andy, one of the strategies though? What I did was I kind of let the star bounce until like my star was about ready to go out, so I got the full length of the star power up. That's kind of the trick to that level. Eric Campbell, that's neat. That's good that it was good. I never got into the Predator movies too much. I do, however, like the Predator versus like Wolverine. I noticed that I constantly hold run and act like a speedrunner even though I'm not. Eric, that's a really good way to get good at the game though. Like it's I think personal, I do that all the time too. You know, I'm constantly holding run. And I think it gets you better at the game. It increases your, well, I suck. It increases your reaction time. Ah, yeah, well, there you go, Andy. You know, if it's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage, it's possible. You know? That was very, very precise. You speak lies, Andy. Interesting. The Predator's like trying to redeem himself. So I'm confused. Is it a movie about Dr. Disrespect then? I'm just kidding. That's what I used to think, but ADD proved me wrong. Oof. Pardon me. Has anybody ever seen the anime Yu Yu Hakusho all the way through? I have watched that anime several times. You have, Eric Joseph? I freaking love that show. So one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do with my show here is I used to do a segment called ADD Talk. And at first it started off just interviewing other streamers. And then it kind of broke off into interviewing YouTubers, and kind of the biggest YouTuber I ever got to interview was Stop Skeletons from Fighting. I had to have combo back and forth quite a few times with him and Grace, like on the phone, working that out, and that was fun. And then I got to interview the immortal John Hancock. That was pretty fun. I almost had an interview set up with Dylan Cuthbert, the creator of the FX chip, but that kept falling through. I don't even know if it was bullshit. It seems like it was bullshit now, but it was the guy who ran the stream team that I was on was going to set that up. And then probably the biggest interview I ever did, I started interviewing like local businesses for a while. I thought that was fun, just to interview some local businesses. That turned out to you're not, you try things throughout the years. A lot of people who were watching, like Andy Watson, still remembers all this. There's some people in here who might remember all of it and might not. But let's see here. The biggest interview I ever did throughout my time of doing interviews was I got to interview the voice actor for Genkai and Frieza. I got to interview Linda Young, and that was set up through an awesome friend of mine. Yeah, here's proof right here. This is all I have from the interview is a picture. You remember when I interviewed Linda Young? It was such a great interview too, it really was. So there's a picture of when I interviewed Linda Young. Really, really cool. She actually called me a Saiyan monkey. She called me a slacker. It was so cool when she called me a slacker. I've gotten to, here's some cool history of the show. I went to a convention a long time ago and I got to meet the guy who owned the Nintendo PlayStation, and I actually got to know him pretty well. His name is Terry Diebold, and he would recognize me when I walked up, and for a while there I was trying to set up an interview with him, but he wasn't too fond of that. He wasn't really an interview guy. Here's a cool moment right here in my history where I was at PAX East. I was actually at a convention and I was playing Contra for a bunch of people. So that was pretty cool. That was like one of my, bigger moments, having, quite a few people standing around. Like I had a crowd, standing around watching me play Contra. It was pretty neat. I fucked up that run though. Got to meet Pat the NES Punk and some of the actors for Mortal Kombat. The gaming historian. Norm is so great. Norm used to stream on Facebook and I used to raid him. What's up, Sam? And then I would I went to Mo GameCon and he was there. I was like, hey, I'm ADD, and he's like, oh, you've raided my channel before, how are you, and blah blah blah, and we kind of like made friends. And then I got to meet the nerd. That was another one of my biggest, most fun things I've ever done. I got to meet the whole nerd crew and I had him sign a whole bunch of a DVD. All four of these guys signed a DVD, but I don't know if I don't think he does videos with them anymore. And then here's a picture of when I interviewed Stop Skeletons from Fighting. That was a neat interview. And then I also got to meet Randy Santel. That was fun. Randy Santel and I are actually from the same town, believe it or not. And so I got to meet him and Katina. That was fun. They're really nice. So I mean, yeah, it's been years, Some of those interviews have been years ago and also 3 kids ago, I mean, I've gained a lot of weight, unfortunately, in the past few years. My lady was pregnant for practically 3 years in a row, and so, I was always sympathy eating with her, and unfortunately, I don't get to, birth a child after 9 months of eating like she did, So, not that it's not tough for her to lose, the weight. Hey, I know what you like doing. I mean, we like to get our practice in every few days and just to, anyway, yeah, so, yeah, kind of our own fault. We have 3 babies, but it's, yes, it's just, it is the plan, Those are memories you'll always have, though. That's awesome. Thanks, Eric. Ashley said that's awesome. That expression. You guys know Ashley is a nurse, saving lives while watching the stream. (2:28 p.m.) I got a little bit longer left in me. Yes, I know I can swim under the boat, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know that, you can swim under the boat. I'm a patient care technician, a nurse's aide, but thank you. Hey, still important. I think my biggest thing was playing in front of 120K in my old band. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's cool as hell that you talked to and interviewed Frieza, though. Dude, it was... DBZ is very close to my heart. I love DBZ. I really do. It's so good. Yeah. That was a huge interview. My buddy Josh Hazelwood set that one up a long time ago. I almost got to interview the voice of Majin Buu. That would have been really cool. I'm the champ! I could do a really good Hercule impression for a while, and I was able to do my Hercule impression. And I can do a pretty decent Piccolo impression too. But I can't right now, it'll be too loud. I'm gonna wake everybody up. Eventually I'm gonna have a soundproof fucking area in my basement downstairs somewhere. Or I'll build a shed in the backyard, I don't know, something. That'd be kind of cool actually to have a weatherproof little stream shed eventually. Like my own little private area to stream outside. There's some, like the guy who runs Pixel Game Squad, he does all his stuff out of a shed. If you need soundproofing suggestions, hit me up. I will. Are you in my Discord, Eric? Who's not in my Discord? Also, too, if you haven't ever been to my website, I have a website where you can find everything ADD. You can find my sponsor. You can find all kinds of stuff. My sponsor is Gould Gaming, Gould, and I do have t-shirts and shit too, just in case any coffee mugs, t-shirts. Just in case anybody is ever interested, no one's ever obligated. It's not a huge source of my income, but you do, if you're a supporter, or even if you're a regular viewer, you get 15% off. If you're a supporter, you get 20% off of items. Just put that out there. This is the first stream I'm watching on your channel. Well, welcome in, Sam. Really appreciate you being here. Thanks for letting me know. You're in the Discord? Hell yeah. Well, when I'm doing that, you will see it then, because I will be talking about it in the Discord. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I forgot to use a power-up, a P-Wing. Let's see what I can do. My power is out at work, so no cameras can catch me slacking. I'm sorry to hear about your power being out, but that's hilarious to think about it that way. Time to relax. yeah, on my website, oldguyadd.com, you can actually see all of my game and action figure collection. You can look deeper at the pictures of the people I've met. You can watch prior clips. Damn it! What's up, Ivana? I won't lie, I need to use the restroom. So if you guys can hang on for a minute, I would really appreciate it. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna put on a song for you guys. So I'll be right back. Be right back, everybody.
Old guy Aditi, eyes sharp as steel, fingers faster than thunder, his power they feel. Legends bow before him, their fates he will seal. Pixel blades clash, digital sparks fly, a storm of fury, no time to die. Challenge accepted, bring the fight. He'll crush your soul, ignite the night. Old Gaia DD, the gaming king. Victory's roar, let the anthem sing. And the anthem sing. In the shadow of the screen, his spirit burns bright. Warrior's heart in a digital fight. Through endless realms, he takes his flight. Old but deadly, unstoppable might. Yeah. He's the samurai in cyberspace, a titan in the digital race. With wisdom old and courage new, no match can shake what he'll pursue. Challenge accepted, bring the fight. He'll crush your soul, ignite the night. Old Gaia DD, the gaming king. Victory's roar, let the anthem sing. And the re-anthem sing.
Summon the storm, the digital fight. Old Gaia DD, shadow of the night. Naruto's fire, full metal steel, wolves at my heels. Can you feel? You call me out, foolish mistake. Pixel blood, I'll make you break. Old Gaia DD, the legend of the screen. Anime fury, unstoppable machine. You challenge me, then you will see your downfall streamed in HD. Scrolls of the past, I've mastered them all. Jutsu unleashed, watch your empire fall. Alchemist rage, bending the code. Wolfpack howls on the overload. One more round, your soul to take. Final move, the ground will quake. Old Gaia DD, the legend of the screen. Anime fury, unstoppable machine. You challenge me, then you will see your downfall streamed in HD.
Thank you for the jewels. Lots of screens going off. Thank you so much, Sam. I love that song. It says, "You challenge me and you will see your downfall streamed live in HD." I love that line. It's so funny. Those are AI songs, by the way. But, you know, AI thought you knew that, you know, whatever. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, you know, I mean, my buddy made them for me, and he sent these. He's like, "Hey, I made these for you. What do you think of these?" I'm like, "I think they're really good. I'm going to use them for the show." And so I have like 10 of them. I'm actually working on giving him ideas for a Weird Al style song. I have a bunch of anime style intros and one set of anime outros. Thank you again, Sam. Here we go. Welcome in again, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We got about 3 to 4 more levels left in this game. Oh, man. No! Bastard. I really liked the song, but was it AI? If I send you my voice dubbing that over, would you? No, Nicholas, I'm sorry. I don't control any of the voices or anything like that. I don't know how to do that. I didn't even make the songs, and, you know, I mean, no offense, but I don't really know you, you know. No offense, though. I mean, you're welcome in here. I'm glad you really liked the song. But it's just a fun little AI song for the stream, and, you know, no offense. You know, sometimes maybe I'm too honest. I don't know. Sometimes that can shoot me in the foot. It is what it is. There's a hole there. Yeah, there was that son of a bitch hole. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody who's piling in on YouTube. How you doing? Lava Reef Act 1 from Sonic and Knuckles? What the music? Well, the music from Sonic and Knuckles is fire. This level is one that is a secret exit level. You have to exit through the secret in order to exit. Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is good. For sure. I remember when I was younger, my dad asked me, he's like, have you heard of a game called Sonic Knockout? And he said it wrong. I still remember that, but it was Sonic and Knuckles, and I got it for Christmas one year, and that game was really good. I didn't realize that was a brand new Sonic game at the time that he got me. I liked Sonic and Knuckles though, it was neat. It breathed new life into Sonic 2 for me, because I could use Knuckles in Sonic 2. I only had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic and Knuckles. I never had Sonic 3 when I was a kid. Facts, A to D, I love Sonic 3. I'll play that again soon, actually. I love that game. Ivana with the notify. Ivana, really, really, really want to zig a zig. If you want to be my streamer, you gotta like old man jokes. Sweet. By the way, for those who don't know, I was making a silly song about Ivana and how Ivana always sends funny old man jokes with her star sends. Ashley says that was pretty good. Thanks. I tell you what, I want a Frisco Mel. I know it's like not the best thing for me to eat at night, but I'm gonna get one soon, damn it. I want one at night, but I'm not going to. I don't think I've eaten anything this evening, and I don't think I'm gonna try to continue to not eat anything. She knows who Eric Campbell is, but she's not related to him. That's funny that you guys both have the same last name. She's in here quite often. Ashley's been watching for years. Yeah, she just talks to everyone. She's very nice. Good people. Ah, boo. I never notice how his chest balloons whenever he breathes in to breathe out the fire. And by the way, this is not a glitch. This is just bad programming. They didn't program a hitbox in the bottom area of Koopa. And here's proof. If I stand up, I get hit. But if you're Little Mario, or you stay ducked, you don't have to worry about being hit. If you never knew that, leave a like. GG, said Ashley. I never did that when I did the Bowser fight. Fair enough. Like, you never knew that, or you knew about it but never wanted to do it that way? Yep, just same last name. You knew about it. Fair enough. I think it's fun to show, personally. You know, I think it's a conversation starter, and if there's one thing that you want when you're streaming is more comments. Thanks, Andy. What am I playing next? I'll do some Tetris, but I think I might be playing the back of my eyelids soon. It's getting late, and it's also slow. You know, I kind of go by the energy of the stream after a couple hours. You know, I mean, it's just, hey, Mark Popolizio, and it's been fun talking and chatting. But you know, if I'm 2.5 hours in and the, you know, donos are slow and it's late, I start getting tired. You know, I can't help it, you know, because there's conversation happening, but you know, the stars and the donos are what create the excitement too, and that keeps me going longer. So right now it's just been kind of slow tonight. You know, I'm still having a lot of fun. I still love reading every comment, but you know, after about 2.5 hours, if it's a slow day, I can't do much more than that if it's slow. Because my mind, in my mind, I'm like, well, you know, it's been slow. Might as well go to bed and try again tomorrow and see what tomorrow's stream brings. And it ain't all about the money, you know, but at the same time, when you do nothing but this for a living, you know, you want to try to capitalize and stream, you know, as, you know, for a couple hours, and if things are slow, you come back and try again for a couple hours, and, you know, so it is still all about the game. I love the games and love Nintendo and love talking about it and giving facts and sharing memories and stuff like that. You know, had to make some delicious bean water. But I tell you what, I mean, you guys, you know, there's still time. If anybody does happen to start lighting it up, I'll probably go a bit longer and take some requests, or maybe play some Zelda. What is this? This is Paperboy. I did say I was going to play Tetris, but I think my ADD brain saw Paperboy. Why am I playing Paperboy? You'll probably hear my explanation in a minute. I said I was going to pick Tetris, but my ADD sabotaged me. It's like, ooh, Paperboy. Thank you, Ivana. I mean, why not play Paperboy? It's a great game. I didn't mean to play Paperboy. It's just kind of like I went autopilot.
Just as I can. Well,
thank you so much, Ivana.
Fofa, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, playful face emoji.
Hey Glenn, how are you? Thank you so much, Ivana. Thank you, Eric Joseph. Appreciate you, dude. I will, you know, like also too, I got kids that wake up in the morning about 7:30 or 8 a.m. So, you know, if it's slow, then I don't see any reason to sacrifice sleep, you know. But if it's, you know, if donos are coming in like crazy, then I'll sacrifice sleep and, you know, get less sleep and take care, you know, work through the day still. So, just telling you guys how I think. But keep in mind, once again, I want to express that, you know, whether you support or not monetarily, I do still appreciate you being here. I'll always treat everybody the same, whether they donate or not. You know, the human connection is important too. Just the conversation. crazy. I will have been doing this, nothing but this, for a living on January 4th. There used to be a lot more stars that came in too, though. I'm not sure what happened, but you know, and it's making up for it on YouTube, which is awesome. But like, yeah, things used to be a lot crazier. Yeah, for sure. No way around that, right? Exactly. Yeah, you know, I don't know. You know, in 2021, I realized it was COVID then, but you know what's funny to me is I feel like less donos would have come in when people were home from COVID, you know, like I don't understand how people were able to donate more then, but like it seems like in 2021 or 2020 December, $3,800 in stars came in, and then every year from about then it was around, it's always been, you know, for like 5 straight years, for like 5 straight years it seemed like 3,000 in stars came in around every single month, you know, no matter what. I have proof on my tax returns, you know, like I think it was 2021 I made like 62,000 doing this for the year, and then you know, like 2022 I think it was 48,000 or so, and then you know it's generally been like around 42 or so, so like, you know, around 3,000 to 4,000 per month or so usually came in, and all of a sudden this year it just tanked, and this has been one of my absolute slowest months. You know, only about 700 or so in stars has come in, but around like 600 has come in on YouTube or so, so I'm doing okay, you know, but still it's really slow. It's not like it used to be. I used to have, you know, I swear there used to be someone almost every day who would do like a larger size dono just about every single day. You know, it's like clockwork. And then like I'd generally hit around like 50 to 100 in donations throughout the day. And then every like 2 or 3 days, I'd have like a $200 or $300 day, like every 3 or 4 days or so, you know, like, and then now it's like my normal days are like 20 to 40, and like my big days are like 100 or so, or 150 or whatever, you know, which is awesome. But at the same time, like it makes it really hard to continue to do this. And so I have a number in my bank account. I have a number in my head that when my bank account, when my savings gets to that point, I'm probably gonna unfortunately have to stop the night shows and start doing Uber or DoorDash or something. You know, I'll just do DoorDash from like 11 a.m. to like 2 a.m., 11 p.m. to like 2 a.m. So if you guys do like the content, you know, the only way I can keep doing this is with the support. So other than that, when my account hits that certain point, I'll have to stop doing night shows. I'll still be doing day shows though. But no, it's not just slow due to Xmas, unfortunately. And it's not just me. I've noticed everyone is around the same. You know, I mean, like, you know, there's a couple streamers who do really well in stars too, and I was always around the same area as them. And I've noticed that they're way low too. So it's not, you know, just me, which is reassuring, you know. It's a wide thing. Yeah, who knows, Glenn? We'll see what happens, man. I don't want to quit doing night shows either, but you know, if I can't afford to live doing this, then I can't do it anymore, you know. So I'll still be able to do it during the day. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's you know, doing this this year it's not the easiest thing to do, you know. I mean, the job itself is easy, you know, like, you know, sitting here playing video games and talking to people is easy, but you know, not knowing, you know, what, you know, I used to be able to almost pretty much count on, you know, what would come in per month or per day almost, you know, because I had just, I don't know. But so many people have quit showing up. And who knows why that is. Maybe people just, thank you, Eric. Maybe people just get done watching streams and don't want to anymore. Or, you know, like we used to have this guy named Robert Valadares. Thank you so much, Eric. We used to have this guy named Robert Valadares who used to drop like 100 weekly. And it was like for years he did that, 4 or 5 years. And I think, hey, thank you again, Eric. Appreciate that. You're lighting it up now. Hey, thank you so much. That's some old school star sending right there. We used to have people come in and do that all the time. Just 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Just drop it. That kind of star sending right there encourages other people to support too, which is awesome. So thank you. Maybe I'm a little too honest sometimes. I just like you guys to know where I stand, what I'm thinking. You know, I don't like to have any kind of hidden agendas. I like everybody. You know, thank you so much, Eric. I want everybody to know the reasons why I do this, and you know that it's, you know, not all about the money, but the money is obviously important. I can't do this without it, you know, but I still do it for the fun. Thank you so much, Eric. And lighting it up. That is awesome. I appreciate you, Glenn. I know you do. Thank you so much, Eric.
Does he look like a bitch?
Man, I haven't seen someone send stars like that since Eric Sharma. And who knows where he is. He just quit showing up. He's another person who used to come in like weekly. Andy Watson, do you remember that? You remember like how crazy it used to be every day? Thank you so much, Eric. And it was like that for years, Andy. For years. Like 5 years. It was like that, and this year's just been kind of scary slow, man. Thank you so much, Eric. Looks like Eric's figured out the stars, man. That's awesome. Hey, holy shit balls. Damn, thank you. Holy shit biscuits, old school. Just dropping the 50s. Are you so cute, bear? Damn. Glenn said, hey, Andy. Damn, thank you. Another 50 stars. Thank you so much.
It was me!
I'm gonna match one of those. So yeah. Also too, thank you so much, Eric. For those who can't support with stars or super chats, you're still welcome here, and I still want to talk to you and hang out. And thank you so much, Eric. If you're not able to support with stars or super chats, another great way to support is by keeping an eye out for my short videos. Thank you so much, Eric. Keeping an eye out for my short videos and my posts, my pictures. Liking and sharing and commenting on those helps a lot too. I actually do get paid for the likes and the shares and the comments and stuff on those. Thank you so much, man.
What the hell are you doing?
Eric Mills is
Kicking my
ass,
ass,
like a damn Christmas tree. Thank you so much. Dude, stargazing over here, right? Seriously, Ashley. Thank you. That's pretty epic. I tell you what, that'll get me to... That's a rush. You guys can keep me up all night with stars, man. Seriously. Good, I'm so glad. Oh, hi, Mark. Mark Popolizio, I saw you in here too, buddy. Welcome in. Man, thank you so much. That was amazing. Shit, I just missed the house. That was my fault. I looked at the viewer count. Hey, sounds good, man. Understandable, Eric. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, The Mask was such a great movie. Hey, now a star party has started. We've only completed 3 star parties this month. Who's gonna complete a star party? Have a blowout day. Tell you what, we complete that star party, I'll put on freaking Breath of the Wild and
I would
complete
tell
The
you a
Last
joke about
Beast.
procrastination, but I haven't written it yet. Woman face palming emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Playful face emoji.
Thank you so much. Eric Joseph, do you have a Nintendo request, or do you even, like, you just like, fuck it, play whatever? Yeah, that's fine too. Alright, we just beat Paperboy. I'll play some Tetris next. Yeah, thank you so much. Got a star party started. Play whatever? Fair enough. Alright. Here we go. Play some Pac-Man. Yeah, there's a bit of a learning curve. Play Mario Brothers 2. Ooh, that's a bit of a that's a long playthrough. I just got done playing almost 2 hours of Mario 3. I unfortunately, I really appreciate you being here, but like playing Mario 2 after I played 2 hours of Mario 3 just does not sound fun. I won't lie, I would be forcing myself to play it. Star parties, 2,500 stars to complete. Yeah, Sam. You know what? I will say though, Sam, if you like Mario 2, you can guaranteed see Mario 2 at least once a week here. And sometimes you'll even see it twice a week, because what I'll do is I will play the Super Nintendo version and then the Nintendo version. Sometimes you might even see it 3 times in a week, because I'll play the GBA version. But I'll never play the same version of Mario 2 twice in a week. But I do typically play it at least once a week. You just gotta keep watching. You used to play Pac-Man at a pizza place. Pizza place arcade games just hit different for some reason. I always loved playing arcade games at Pizza Hut. Hey, thank you, Ivana. 2% of the star party completed, only 98% left. Hey, Eric Mills with 100 stars for the star party.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Hey, Eric with 50 more stars. Thank you so much. Did you know you can type funny things with your stars too? You'll figure it out eventually. People like to type all types of ridiculous shit with their stars. Eric Mills with another 50. Good lord. Thank you, thank you. Hey, your local guru has raided. Thank you so much. Where did you raid to? Did you raid over to Twitch? You should come over to YouTube or Facebook, your local guru. I don't even have my Twitch chat up. Really what, Sam? Hey, Build Strong has followed. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I don't typically bring up my, god damn it, I don't bring up my Twitch chat at all. Just because, you know, like I'll get on a 2-hour stream, I'll typically get about 200 to 500 comments on YouTube or Facebook. Had to finish that bar on the stars. Understandable, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I'll update that in just a moment. Freaking Kevin Zayer absolutely lit it up today. He sent a big old dono to YouTube, and I appreciate that so much. Let's see here. Yeah, you can send messages when giving stars or super chats, and you can make it say really funny stuff. Like, as you can see, people like to put a bunch of laws, blah, 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 because it sounds really funny when you do it, you know? Thanks for the raid, your local guru. What were you playing tonight? You just like to show love? Well, I appreciate that, man. I can't tell you how much the channel needs some more supportive viewers, man, so thank you. Did you see that? I can't believe I got out of that shit right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're doing Satisfactory? Nice. Dude, that was by a hair, right? Seriously. Damn. I have no idea how I dodged some of that shit. But obviously, as you can see, I don't make it every time. It's hard to read comments when it starts getting really fast like this, so forgive me if I miss 1 or 5. It's not intentional. Very carefully, right? Ooh. Oh yeah, holy crap. Alright, let's go. I can never get past this level. Damn. Old guy, did you see the new feature on YouTube that crops a short live off your main feed? You You can't specify where it is, just takes the middle of your stream. Yeah, I've seen that, and I've thought about how to build my stream to where, like, maybe putting my camera in the middle, but that just won't work for the way I have my stream set up. Like, I could probably think of something. Let's see here. All right, I'm not going to play this whole game, but let's play it for fun. You do. There's 2 chats though then, right? Your local guru? Because I could do that too. Like, you must use OBS and then the vertical format. Do you use a plugin called Vertical? But even if the layout isn't ideal, it gets people to see the live and they can tie in this main one from there. Really? Yeah, I love Atom. Oh my gosh, I'm using the Atom plugin for Atom multi-stream, and yeah, love it. They dual the so if you use 2 stream keys, it's 2 separate chats. If you do the dual layer stream, then it's 1 chat, right? Like, but if you do it to where it's 2 stream keys, that's going to be 2 separate feeds. You're on like 25 platforms? Holy shit. I didn't even know there was 25 platforms to stream on. What? I mean, what are you on? You're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Rumble. Do you know how to stream? Do you know how to stream TikTok from OBS, your local guru? Because I can't figure it out. Thank you, Eric Joseph. Appreciate you, dude. Big thanks again to Eric. Seriously, thank you so much for all the support. You're using OBS to... Okay, so you're doing what I do then. You just use TikTok Studio and you pull your shit from... You pull your sound and stuff into TikTok Studio from OBS. Okay. Yeah. You know, I saw that. You can dual feed as well over there. Hey, Bill. How you doing? Good to see people coming over from your local guru. Thanks, dude. Make sure and follow my buddy, your local guru. But for TikTok, I'm using OBS to output a window projector and capturing that in TikTok Studio. Fair enough, okay. Makes sense. Alright, well, you're inspiring me then. Maybe I will do the dual streaming even if it's not perfect. There we go. Alright, I need to update something really quick here. I need to update the star bar. Alright, you guys helped me get to level 5. That's amazing. 5327 is what we're at. And 55 hundo is the next goal. At this point, I'm just going to set up a goal for 10k tonight. No more levels. Here we go. Not tonight, at least. Hey, Jason L. Moody. Welcome in, dude. How are you? There we go. We got some people probably coming back in the future, like my buddy Jason, I forget his last name right now, but he used to donate a ton and he's going through a divorce right now. That's got him all tied up. I message him here and there, and I don't ever bring up donations or whatever, but he really likes to donate to the stream. And so he's telling me, hey, as soon as this shit's all over, I'm lighting it up. So I always tell him, you know, fucking take your time, do your thing. You know, I'm not worried about it. You know, I still try to put the relationship above the donos. But it's pretty cool when you have someone who really likes the show and they like to reassure you, you know, hey, I'm not gone. I've just got this going on or that going on. I really like that. I always appreciate the hell out of that. If you're worried about yeah, you know, the only thing that sounds really cool, and I'm sure it's probably trustworthy. I just hate to be signed into so many things with all of my platforms. You know, I don't know. There's just something about loyalty right here. I appreciate you, Eric. You couldn't beat it. Oh, I can never beat this game. I could probably beat this game if I try hard enough, but I've never beaten this game. It's a standalone app. Well, yeah, but you would have to sign into it with all of your platforms in order for it to collect the chat from everywhere. No, only have to sign in if you want to chat back or moderate. But how does it pull your chat then? You would have to sign in order for it to pull your chat to the feed. There's no other way that it can do it. Interesting. Right on. Well, that's something worth looking into. I mean, not that I don't believe you, because you obviously know your shit, but it's just hard for me to think of something being able to pull info from your feed without being signed in. Got her. Hey, take care of your local guru. Have a good one, man. It is getting late. I'm getting tired. You gotta get your boy up for a few hours in school. Same here. I gotta get my kids up for a few hours in school. I will definitely probably have to end here soon. I definitely like to, especially after someone donates like you did, Eric, I always try to stay on a bit longer to, you know, to say thanks and honor the donos that you just sent, man. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Ivana, and everybody. You guys are awesome. I'll be on tomorrow again too. I'm not sure exactly what time. I'm gonna try to be on early, believe it or not. But because I already got 3 hours of sleep tonight. If I can get another 4 hours, then I can probably do a morning stream or something like that, or even an afternoon stream. I know Corinne wants to go do some Christmas shopping for the kiddos tomorrow. Well, today was a day that the channel seriously needed. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm really super thankful. Seriously. I think you guys are awesome. You good. You didn't have to though. To be honest, earlier I bought the stars but never sent them. I thought buying them would send them. Yeah, no worries, man. Understandable. That makes sense. But hey, I'm glad you figured it out. You know, like they let you buy them, and then I'm gonna talk for a minute on the closing screen here. Let's see here. So I'm not leaving 100% yet, so talk to me for a minute. Get out of here if you need to, but talk to me for a minute if you want to, and enjoy the song. Let's see here. My buddy tried to make it like an anime outro song. No, dude, I enjoyed it, Eric. I didn't stay because I felt like I had to. When someone does, you know, donos and stuff, I really like to do my best to just stay on a little longer and show, you know, show appreciation back by maybe playing a game that they request, or just playing another game in general, doing a little more time. It doesn't bother me at all. It's, you know, I think it's awesome. Why did I not do the Lava Reef Zone Act 1? What are you talking about, Sam? I'm confused. I wasn't doing any Sega Genesis requests tonight. I'm confused by your question, Sam Jacobs. I mean, just because you mentioned something doesn't mean I'm going to do it. And I was very specific about tonight how the requests were. Well, I know, but what's your point? I asked you. I didn't ask you where it's from. I said, what's your point? I didn't say I was doing Sega. Are you talking about the song? Like, I don't have the outro song just loaded up for Lava Reef Zone Act 1. I have my own music that's not copyrighted. I'm really confused. Is anyone else confused by what Sam is saying? I'm sorry, Sam. I appreciate you being here, I really do, but I am confused by what you're saying right now. I don't just have that song to just load up out of nowhere, just in my OBS. I don't just have that very specific... Yeah, I don't have that very specific song loaded up that... Yeah, no, Right. You're confusing us, Sam. I have my own outro music. I don't have just random songs saved from video games for outro music. I have my own outro music that was made by my friend on an AI program. But, yeah. That's a very oddly specific like song request too, and then to kind of be like, well, why aren't you doing this song at the end of a stream that you just joined for the first time? no offense, but kind of a little demanding, you know, like you just joined for the first time. You know, you're at a 10, we need you at a 2. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't know. So anywho, I'm trying to think of what I should play tomorrow. If you think you're going to be here tomorrow, what should I play? What should be my focus tomorrow? What do you guys want to see? And I'm not playing Sonic and Knuckles. Putting that out there. And if you ask why, my answer to you is because. That's it. I don't have to have an answer. No offense. Super Mario Advance. Oh, I think I did say I'd played Super Mario Brothers 2 tomorrow. I don't feel like playing the advanced version though. Mario World? Mario World is good. Let me see the last time I played Mario World. When is the last time I played it? If it's been more than 5 days, I can totally play Mario World. Yoshi's Island is really good. I like Yoshi's Island. I haven't played that in a while. Let's see here. Looks like it's been 8 days since I've played Mario World, so yeah, I'd be down for that. I would be down for Mario World, so I don't know what time I'll be on tomorrow. I've never tried Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island is fun, but you do have to get over the crying Mario. The crying Mario is a bit on the, you know.
Fading lights and pixel skies.
Let's see, it was a bit on the annoying side. I didn't play Yoshi's Island for a long time because I always got annoyed by the crying baby in the game. But anyway, I'm gonna end on Twitch. Take it easy. I'm gonna end on YouTube. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Mario World. Have a good one. Yeah, there you go. Yep, right. I know. Yeah, you know what's funny is after I had kids, I started to be able to stand Yoshi's Island. Isn't that funny? So take it easy. Thanks for all the conversation. Peace out, you guys. Good night, Andy. Good night, Eric Joseph. Good night, Sam Jacobs. Good night, ND Extreme. Take